2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E prices are out, and well, they've gone way up. I'm Johnny at Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, and I'm here to help. And really, I'm here to ask the question, do you think these price increases are fair? So let's just jump right in, put the pedal to the metal, and find out what these price increases are. And let's just discuss a bit whether this makes any sense at all. Really, is this fair? So what's going on? First of all, we've got, let's go model by model. We've got the Select rear wheel drive standard range. So Select, that's your entry level. And it was $43,895. It's gone up by $3,000 US. So that's $46,895. So it's gone up by $3,000. And I will cover quickly some Canadian pricing in just a moment. Select all-wheel drive standard range, well, that's gone up also by $3,000. So it's now $49,595. The California Route 1 all-wheel drive extended range, now it's the bigger batteries, that's where it's going to hurt you the most. It's gone up by $8,100. So it was $55,475 and it's now $63,575. Now I've gotten comments, I want to cover this subject tonight because I've gotten comments saying, hey, now that there's the $7,500 credit, that's why Ford has increased these prices. I want to discuss in the live coming up this Friday. Marie should be here. So the two of us will discuss, do these price increases make sense? Are they fair? Are they just a reflection of the tax credits going up? So now that they're going up, Ford's charging more. We'll talk all about that and we'll really get into it. And in the meantime, I want you to drop your comments, drop your thoughts, drop your comments, your explanations right in the comments section at the end of this video to get us all geared up and ready to talk about these price increases. We'll also, of course, talk about the Bronco and some recent Broncos that have shown up and how they're equipped. Really delays versus equipment. So let's just continue right down the list. The premium rear wheel drive standard range. So premium, this is your model. That's the beginning, you could say, of your fully equipped model. It's your fully equipped model without going up on the performance, which is the GT. So there you've got a $5,875 increase. It was $49,100 and it's now $54,975. You've got the premium all-wheel drive standard range, so less increases on the standard range, but still the premium, it's gone up not by $3,000 like the standard range Select, but $5,875. That's quite a bit of money, $51,800 to $57,675. Now let's go into the performance models. GT all-wheel drive standard range, increase of $7,900. So it was $61,995 going up to $69,895. Now the extended range battery for premium rear-wheel drive, you've got, it's gone up by $2,600. So it was $6,000 and now getting the extended range battery on a premium, because you can't get the extended range battery, by the way, on the Select, $2,600 increase. So before the option was $6,000 and it's now $8,600. Destination delivery has gone up $200. It was $1,100 and now it's $1,300. Now let's just quickly cover before we get into some really important info in regards to Mach-E availability. You know, order banks are going to, be opening up. You'll be able to order. Well, will you really be able to order? I want to talk a bit about that, and we'll talk more about it, of course, in the live this Friday. So make sure that you're there with your questions. Don't miss out. But for Canadian, really, Select rear wheel drive, we've gone up $5,500. This is in Canadian. Select all wheel drive, $5,000. California Route 1 all-wheel drive, because we don't have the rear-wheel drive. So all-wheel drive, California Route 1, $8,500. You've got the premium rear-wheel drive. That is also kind of hurting at $8,500, $7,500 if you go with a premium all-wheel drive. GT Performance Edition, an increase of $11,500. In the extended range battery, increase of $5,000. It was $8,000 and now it's $13,000. So bigger the battery, bigger the expense. Now, let's just talk also about the F-150 Lightning. You know, we saw price increases go up there, and generally the price increases, I won't go through all the models, but it played between $6,500 to $8,500 US, and in Canada it was about $7,000 to $11,000 increase depending on the model. So that is quite a bit of money. It does seem awfully close to the $7,500 tax credit. However, I'll talk about it more in the live, but really the prices have gone up on batteries. And you know, what is this fair? Does it make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense. And maybe it's not fair, but the price increase, it's not just something that Ford invented. Just recall, a few months back, I broke the news that it was costing Ford an extra, on average, $24,000 to produce a Mach E. Well, that's because it's almost all related to the price increases for the batteries. So does it not make any sense? Well, no, it makes some sense. Ford is being charged more. Why is Ford being charged more? Well, maybe there's the real root of the problem. Maybe it's hard to tell. You know, the few suppliers that are producing lithium batteries, do they really have increased cost in production and mining? Or is this just a supply and demand? If it's a supply and demand, well, it's a frustrating, still makes sense, but it makes less sense. It's frustrating. And yes, there is a ton of demand for these batteries. And I'd say it's more demand that is driving things up. It's not as if the people mining these batteries suddenly are getting paid twice as much or 3 times as much, but supply being the same or less than it was, met by a whole lot more demand, is causing a whole lot more problems. Now, important to know, if you order a Select model now, at least in Canada, that's going to be your long haul. I call it a long haul. I've mentioned in videos before, I'm mostly seeing 8 to 12 months for delays on a Select, mostly, especially a Select all-wheel drive, and that's something to know. At least in my region, a Mustang Mach-E Select has experienced, this is from Ford, experienced high demand in 22 model year, and as a result, 23 model year Mustang Mach-E Select is sold out. Already in balance out phase. At launch, it says we are continuing to work through the retail order bank submitted prior to May 31st, 2022. What does this really mean? This is really good news for people who have already ordered prior to May 31st. It means Ford is going to be focusing on building your Mach-E's, and that's where all their time and attention is going to. Not accidentally, well, no, semi-accidentally, not having new orders that are, you know, a good, easy, simple build, because, well, really good, easy, simple build might have one thing that's not restraint that your order has, and, well, then they just pass that one through because right at that moment they're missing that one thing from your order, so they pass an order that's not missing that one thing so that the factory can work as fast as possible. Well, now there won't be these new or newish orders that are passing ahead of old orders because, you know, they have one less constraint and you can be jumped ahead of by a newer order. I've seen it with the Bronco, and I've been seeing it with the Bronco for 12 months now. So over 12 months, unfortunately now. So that's the way it is. So the good news, Ford is focusing in on those right there. Now, standard equipment changes. It's not just price increases with nothing added. We've got the added glass roof with reflective windshield for the GT Performance Edition. So that's coming standard now with these price increases. And for the 23s, you're getting added for Copilot, 360 Active 2.0, standard on GT Performance Edition, and 90-day trial on Select. So all the Selects are going to will come equipped with Copilot 360 Active 2.0. You get to try it out for 90 days, so 3 months, and then you get to know whether you get to figure out, do you want to pay more for it? Because it does come with a cost per month. And what is that? Active 2.0, so Copilot 360 Active 2.0 is where the vehicle actively basically does everything for you. So it drives itself. Now we've also have packaging changes and highlights. We've got the Mustang Night Pony package. It's $1,500 and it looks really sharp, but it's available only on the Premium and GT Performance Edition. I think that would be a great add-on to a Premium. And if you're looking to get a Mach and you want to get it as a 23 model year, you probably at this point need to forget about ordering a Select. But if you order a Premium all-wheel drive, you're probably going to be in good luck. At the right dealer, you can probably expect about a 4 to max 8 month delay at the right dealer. And how do you know if it's the right dealer? We'll ask them, how many allotments do you roughly get and where am I on your list? And the list gets subdivided though, because there is a lot more Premiums getting built than Selects. So I'm going to go over those exact percentages. We'll talk and explain a bit more in the live what these percentages mean, but I will repeat, it's being made clear. Ford, their words, we will be focusing on scheduling existing retail orders placed prior to announcing balance out phase on May 31st, 2022. So those prior to May 31st, 2022 orders, that's where Ford's putting all their time and attention on, so that newer orders don't just squeak by because they have one less constrained item on it. At this time, any new retail orders for a 23 model year that are not matched to a prior 2022 model year retail order will not be supported with an allocation. So the dealer, if a dealer has X number of buildables and amongst their buildables, a new 23 order isn't going to jump ahead of an old 2022 order because they didn't add any extras to it. So that's really important. This is going to be great, and it's making the system as fair as possible. But don't discourage. The system is still going to take your order. So you can go down, place your order, and it's going to hang out in the system until Ford builds enough and catches up on these 2022s that are being converted. And now in my area, in Canada, don't expect if you go from a 2022 to a 2023 for there to be price protection, because, well, Ford of Canada does not intend to offer price protection or incentive protection to any unscheduled 22 model year to 23 model year orders. So a little different in the States. I think there's going to be certificates handed out, directly emailed. One of the main things, so important, do COVP in all of this. We'll talk a little bit more about that in live and answer any direct questions that people might have. But here are the percentages that really show where the issues are. Premium, standard range, rear wheel drive. The distribution of these, at least for my region, is 5%. Premium, standard range, all wheel drive, 8%. Premium extended range rear wheel drive, 2%. That means of the total production, only 2% can go towards premium extended range rear wheel drive. So what you really want to be picking up is a premium extended range all wheel drive, 45%. And that's not production at the factory, that is a regional distribution. So your dealer should have a good idea of what model you can order with them that should go quicker than other models. And if they don't know, you might not be at the right dealership. Now, California Route 1 all-wheel drive 2%, GT Performance Edition 16%. And I can tell you in my area, not a whole lot of GT Performance Editions are being ordered by customers, but the percentage of those coming to the region are 16%. So that is an unbelievably fast way to get yourself a Mach. You take a GT, and I've been seeing a bunch of those come in within 4 months. So very fast. And if you find 4 months to be long, well, that's subjective. 4 months can be long for you, but generally on the market, 4 months for an electric vehicle is incredibly fast. And not just for electric vehicles. I've said it in other videos, but Corvette right now, they're not even taking orders because they're at about 5 years. Toyota, RAV4 Prime, that's the plug-in Toyota, plug-in hybrid. So you can have an all-electric autonomy where you drive on electric mode. That's out to 5 years. So I can give a whole lot more examples, but this is a Mach video. And of course, a little bit of a lightning video, and this is must-know information. You really do need to know that you can go in and put your order. The system will take it. You need to make sure you do a COVP, Customer Order Verification process, and I will clarify what that is and what that should look like in Friday's live. So I'll have more time there to talk more about this and answer any questions you might have. But in the meantime, you can definitely go ahead if you're, needing to place an order right now. Watch my 10 steps videos. It's, don't get robbed. 10 steps. So basically do the 10 steps from my video. Ensure that you have that when you go into the dealer, and make sure that you order from a dealer that knows what COVP is and knows how to do it. Because if they don't do it, well, your order is just basically going to be treated like the dealer is asking for inventory. And well, Ford is interested in providing you with your vehicle, a real customer's vehicle, far more so than giving inventory to the dealership. So you really need to make sure that you've got the COVP. So in the meantime, I do hope that you get to put the pedal to the metal in your current vehicle, if that's your thing. And hopefully your current vehicle can last a little longer while you wait on your order, and that you can still put the pedal to the metal. Hopefully it's not near, complete failure, because there are wait times all across the automobile industry. So all I've got to say is I wish you all more cars and more power, and look forward to hearing from you in the live session tomorrow. Friday, pretty much every Friday. And in the meantime, just hit that subscribe button and the little thumbs up like button, because it does help feed and dress that poodle. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.